Hello, welcome to this week's How's the Market, Pensacola. Well, everybody had a good Christmas. It is the last week of the year, and I do believe I am the only person in this field working. My phone has blown up today. I was trying to take the week off a little bit, but I knew that wasn't going to happen because I was going to be one of the only ones answering the phone. But as far as this show is concerned, I tell you what, I'm basically doing, I did the last couple of weeks of December, not to necessarily bring national news, but yet just bring the data for our area so that you can keep it for reference as you go to look. So as we kick into January and all the other stuff, you can kind of keep a reference of how we ended the year. So we'll make it a quick show today because we got New Year's coming up. We just finished Christmas. I still got a little eggnog. There's a little sugar high happening because of maybe too much candy, maybe. Don't tell the kids. Anyways, let's just get the numbers. Let's go. All right, if you've never seen the show, you don't know that I always start with this slide right here. It says if you have between 6 and 7 months worth of inventory, you have what's called a neutral market. Anything greater than 7 months considered a buyer's market. Anything less than 6 months considered a seller's market. What the slide does not say. Anything greater than 9 months is a hyper buyer's market. Anything less than 3 is a hyper seller's market. We jump over to Escambia County to begin with, and just like last week, everything is a hyper seller's market. Now, if you're looking and I get this email, Shane, the 700,000 plus, the luxury is orange. It's not red. It's over 3 months. You're right. It's 3.1 months, which technically puts that in a buyer's market, not a hyper, or excuse me, it puts me in a seller's market, not a hyper seller's market. But yeah, pretty much everything else is still hyper sellers. The only other highest inventory percentage-wise actually is the 450 to 500,000 mark. We're at 2.4 months. Besides that, this is what worries me. This 150,000 to 200,000, we got 0.6 months. The 200,000 and 250,000, we have 0.5 months. The 250,000 and 300,000, we have 0.8 months. So all of this, basically all the way up to $500,000, or 450,000, excuse me, all the way up to $450,000, we're at 1.3 months worth of inventory or lower. So we have got to start getting some inventory at that point. 507 active total is how we end the year. Let's jump over to Santa Rosa County and see what's going on. You notice that number's come down some too as well. 285 active total, and everything is in the red. That same thing, look at this. You have to get up to $400,000 to get under or to get over a month's inventory, except the 100,000 to 150,000. For some reason, that is 1.5 months. And I know that reason. That reason is a lot of these 10 properties that are active right now need work. So kind of an understatement. But everything in Santa Rosa County is pretty much a hyper seller's market right now. We definitely need inventory. With what the feds are talking about doing next year with rates going up, sellers are starting to reach out to me thinking, hey, this is a good time. And believe it or not, here December 27th, the National Association of Realtors actually did a study a couple of years ago and said that is the most searched day of the year for real estate. People go online and look at houses and look at real estate the most on December 27th. That probably has something to do with the holidays have passed. We're kind of getting into New Year's, new resolutions, all the other stuff, and how they're going to make a life change, and they're starting to think through things. So I know the properties that I have on the market right now are getting viewed a lot today. So anyways, there's that. Always in the show talking about our instant offer program because it's been real well. If you don't know what that is, basically, in a nutshell, if you have a property that you're looking at getting rid of, needs some work, inherited, something like that, we give you what's called an instant offer so you can take a look and say, hey, this is what I would get if as an investor. Then you have a choice. Either A, you can put it on the market, see if you can get more, or B, if that number makes sense for what you're trying to accomplish, you can just take that number and go. Rolled out this program in the spring this year, and man, it has been very, very successful for everybody that's involved. I have had multiple people take it, use it as the floor, and then put it on the market, and 9% or 90% of the time wound up getting higher. There were only 2 that didn't wind up getting higher, and so they knew that was the floor, and so we bought it with that floor. I have had some other people that said, listen, I need to go. I need to close in a week or 2 weeks, and so as long as we can get title work back, we're fine. We can close. I've got the cash conglomerates behind me, so it makes a bunch of sense. There's actually a link below if you want to find out some more, but it makes a bunch of sense for anyone wanting to come on it, especially if there's some work needed done to the property, because then you know, hey, without doing the work, this is what I can get. If I do the work, this is what we're going to get. So it's a good program. Anyways, it's still the week that I'm supposed to be off, so I'm going to go now. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. I'm a man on a mission. My mission is to help people break through all the noise out there and don't need no permission. I want to help you get to actual truth. Don't you just want the truth?